Ah, shit. My fucking microphone just fell. Oh well. I can just tighten it up real quick. Ah! There we go. Holy shit. Where am I? There I am. Hello, everybody. One moment. My Pngtuber appears to be having some errors. There we go. Now it's working. Whoop. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, let me just turn the audio down here a bit. Because it is really loud. At least it's really loud for me. Because my old headphones broke, so I'm having to kind of cope with some different settings right now. So if it's really quiet, I apologize. I will have subtitles on. I always play subtitles with this game. Howdy, Bane. Ready for some cope today? Because I need some cope after watching a fucking video that I just watched. Commentary mode. Nah, we ain't in the... It goes good. It goes real good. Unless I forgot to set it to Windows so I can read chat. There we go. But I play this game whenever I'm really sad. And, like, this is one of those days. Because I just got done watching Alien Stage. I watched a clip of Iron Mouse watching it. And I got invested in the characters and the music, and it's really good. You should go look up Alien Stage on YouTube and fucking watch it. Anyway, we're gonna play a cute little fox game. A sad little fox game. A hopeful little fox game. Little fox game that's gonna make me cry. Because I need to feel better. I'm pretty sure commentary mode means streamer mode. But if this gets copyright struck, I'm gonna be really mad because this is an indie game. Made by a solo dev. Make sure you read the subtitles. They should be on. Alright, and we're here. Ah! Fuck. I'm dropping everything, chat.
Sorry, I just can't sleep.
I'm gonna do control with
Are you
this.
thinking about him?
Yeah, a bit. You should get back to sleep, my love. I'm fine.
No, it's okay. What else is on your mind?
I don't know. It seems weird, but I had one of the most vivid dreams of my life. I saw a fox on a snowy mountain, just looking confused and worried. Those eyes. I can't get those eyes out of my head. She was running in the windy snow, looking for something.
Do you think it has to do with you and what's been going on?
I don't know. It was just a dream, Rachel. They're not meant to make sense. A lot's happened the past couple days, that's all.
Well, if you're not going to sleep anyway, you should tell me. I want to hear.
Alright.
I'm sad because I watched an animated series called Alien Stage and I got attached to the characters and now I'm all sad. I hate doomed love stories. Hello, Soka. Thank you for the bits.
Cheer one, cheer one, cheer one, cheer one, cheer one.
I need to turn off, like, the TTS cheer, because, like, usually you can put words in when you cheer. But I'll do that later. Oh yeah, they died. They died really hard. That's why I said it's a doomed love story. I hate doomed love stories. I'm a very emotional person. Also, this game is very similar to another game called That Dragon Cancer. I need to get That Dragon Cancer. It's a game I really need to play at some point because I love this game so much. I really gotta give That Dragon Cancer a try. I forget how to interact.
So,
B.
not far from her home, she followed that path to something unexpected. She couldn't stay, though. She had to find her other 2 children. So she took that path. She followed it towards something ancient.
Something with answers. I believe this game is like either $5 or it's free. So it's like really good game that I honestly think anyone with trauma or going through a hard time should play.
Any sign of her cubs. Points of light showed the way to this ancient tree. It was as if each one had a story to tell, all their own. The land was trying to tell my story, too. I felt like I was right behind her the whole time.
I'm already getting emotional, chat. I'm already getting emotional. I can feel the waterworks. Ugh! Why do I do this to myself? Ugh! Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Yes! The answer is yes. Oh. Even if I get copyright struck, it'll be worth it. I don't care. The live viewers will get to hear the music, and that's what matters. And the game is, I think, almost practically free. This music is fucking gorgeous, though. Yeah, this is sad. Alexa, play Despacito. Thank you for the bits, Soka.
Cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1.
I'm gonna go into sound alerts and fix that real quick. 1 minute. Bitch, I should already have been logged in with Twitch. Other alerts, cheering. Well, yes, enable that. There we go. Just for this game in particular, I don't want it being like 111, 111.
As a kid, did you ever do show and tell in your class?
Yeah, I think I only did it once, when I was in the 4th grade. You know how my life was around then. I wanted to show my class what helped pass the time and distracted me, so I brought a dozen paper cranes I had made. I think I told everyone how badly I wanted to be a bird and fly, embarrassingly enough.
Don't be embarrassed. Every kid wants to fly. For me, it was another toy from my dad, a wooden boat. I remember guarding it so carefully in my hands as I walked into class. When I sat down, a group of boys immediately made fun of it. They asked which trash can I found it in, or why an ugly log was my favorite toy. I got up, I didn't even want to tell them my dad had carved it. I said it was a joke gift my friend had given me.
Kids can be so cruel.
Some of them are. I shouldn't have let them get to me, but it did. It's amazing we bounced back at all.
And if all goes well with this game, because I don't remember how long this game is. Oh, there's a toy plane. Another wooden plane. Oh, but yeah, I don't remember how long this game is. But if it's not longer than like 3 hours, I'll probably start up Spirit of the North, which is another Fox game that I haven't actually played yet. So I'd be going into Spirit of the North blind. It's already installed and everything. I just have to play it.
Do you remember what my dad did for a living?
Wasn't he like a lumberjack?
That's one way of putting it. If wood was a canvas, and a carving knife was his paintbrush. Even after working a 50-hour week, even after his hands were more splinters than skin, he would bring home the nicest piece of Alaskan Lincoln cedar and make me toys. That wooden train was the first toy I can remember, and I loved it. I just knew from a young age I was going to be a lumberjack, like my father.
I'm pretty sure commentary mode might actually not have the voice acting in it. I could be wrong. I've never tried it. Nor do I care to. Because I cannot do these characters justice. They are voice acted so well for what they are. And if I voice acted this game, I honestly feel like I would be doing this game and its story a grave injustice if I voice acted it. I want to spoil this game so bad, but I know this is a game that shouldn't be spoiled. So if anyone is in the chat, like, who has played the game before, please don't spoil it. This game is not just a game to me, it's an experience. I imagine you and Pika Play probably would be making sans noises throughout this game. Any other game, I'd be fine to fuck around and, like, joke around in, but this one is a little too special to me to do that. Undertale is a great game. I have not played it myself, like either, but I kind of also don't want to. Mainly because it's an old game. Everybody's seen the Let's Plays of it. I know Undertale is another one of those games that's like an experience that must be experienced. But for me, I'm not really into the type of games that Undertale is. Like, it's just not my style. It's a great game. Toby Fox, like, definitely, like, is an amazing, like, dev. He made fucking Undertale all by himself. And Deltarune. I will admit, that is weird, Soka. Like, it's all the more reason for you to play the game. Like, I'm not gonna, like, tell you not to play it. I'm just saying, like, I've already seen all the endings in that game is entirely, like, 100% more than spoiled for me, because, like, I was, you know, I was during the Let's Player days with, like, hello everybody, my name is Markiplier, and, like, you know, fucking Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie, like, I was heavily spoiled on that game. So I know everything there is to know about Undertale, pretty much, like, story-wise. So, no chat. I will never play Undertale, I will never play Deltarune, because both of those games are spoiled for me. And they just really aren't my speed of game. Now, however, if you got me and asked me, hey, Fursky, will you ever play Coffin of Andy and Lele? I will be on that with, like, flies the shit. I will. Damn, boy! Ha! Fucking convenient Minecraft cave, like, sound effect. That's some good shit. Yeah, like, fucking give me Andy and give me Lele or give me death. Kiss your sister. Right now. Ah. Damn, these mozzarella sticks are gonna fucking keep me fed for the rest of the fucking day, I swear. Is the game quiet or is it okay? It will be taken out of context. That's the intention. Lock your childhood friend in a fucking chest and sit on it. And not let her out for trying to kiss your brother.
Usually those kids would leave me alone, but somehow they could tell I was different. They made fun of how far away I lived. They called my dad a sourdough. I was a blabbermouth as a kid. Telling my dad stories I made up for hours. After that show and tell, I didn't tell him much anymore. He didn't know exactly what was wrong, but his best guess was that the toys he carved weren't cool enough. He carved me a tank and tried to tell me what it was like to be in a real tank as a serviceman.
I didn't know your dad was in the military.
Yeah, in the army. The sad thing is that I pretty much forgot him until just now. There's so much I still don't know about him.
I'm sorry. He knows how much you love him. You're going to see him again soon and have some closure, I'm sure.
I'm getting fucked up, chat. Yeah, I got Pika to play this game though, Soka. And, I made him cry. Like a little baby bitch. At the end. Also, did we get a follow? Oh, thank you for the new subscriber. Your characters didn't pop up. Who was that? Who was that subscribed? Willow's Claws, thank you for the sub. Alright. Alright, Bane, you have a good time. The VOD will be up later. Also, fair warning, I cannot read YouTube chat because I don't have a widget for it with my chat overlay. Please leave all messages in the Twitch chat if you want to be seen. What can I say? I've been eating a lot of cheese. Like these mozzarella sticks. These mozzarella sticks, they be fucking. They make me fucking piss and shit and squirt and shooting ropes. They're yummy in my fucking tummy. Am I slightly lactose intolerant? Maybe, but that's for me to know and you to find out. On the last mode of light. Is that a special one I haven't gotten? No, that's a normal one. Ah! Camera! Camera, please! Camera! Oh, it's right here.
The older I got, the more I withdrew. I asked myself, why talk to anybody anyway? Why bother when I'm happy by myself? I started drawing a lot, mostly animals I saw in the woods by my home. I then imagined designing my own hideouts with things like TVs and pantries full of chips and cookies. I think that idea of leaving home and drawing blueprints started my career. I found a lot of solace in that.
I'm not surprised, but I did the same thing, you know? There's something special about having a place to call your own.
And now look at us. Well, if you count renting in an overpriced city.
It's as close as we can get for now.
I mean, after this, if you want to do a Guild Wars 2 stream, I'm down for it. I do not care. This game is going to be a long one, and I could probably, like, use not throwing myself into another blender. Bunny! 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 There's a big fucking bunny. And I lost the rabbit. I think that one was for the Easter Bunny achievement. I know the Wilds of Jarenthir DLC is out. I need to purchase it. Like, the Wilds of Jarenthir, like, DLC, came out. I know everybody and their mother is going to be playing it because we have housing now! Hey! Everybody wants Guild Wars 2 housing. Build your own homestead in Jarenthir. Not me. I'm happy with fucking Heroes Canton. That's what I'm fucking doing with. I love this game. It's so fucking pretty. Ah! I could play this game forever. I could get lost in it. Like the guy that made this game did a perfect like job at making this entire game feel like a surreal dream experience. He did an amazing job at that. Like, look at this. Let's just sit here a moment and look. You should do the main story and the DLCs.
It wasn't popular or unpopular. Maybe just forgettable. I guess that gave me a sense of freedom. So I hung out with crazy kids, doing crazy things, even though I mostly just watched the chaos ensue. We did it all. Put fireworks in mailboxes, hide roadkill in people's garages, break windows of the barber shop in Anchorage.
It is still around. It's being emulated.
He was so busy working, he couldn't do much to stop me from going out.
I think being an adult means there's no one to stop you making hard decisions. He had to make a living, and he couldn't.
You have to look it up. It's called Fair Ever. I'll type it.
But at the time,
don't click it. I didn't realize it was going to make it a hyperlink, but yeah, that's how you spell it. It's Fair-Ever. They have a Discord where they're making their own version of Feral. Like, they're essentially redoing the whole game in their own style. But they're currently emulating the actual game of Feral. And, like, you can have all the cosmetics and shit unlocked. Like, for free. Yeah, I know how to do this part. Like, that's what I did, is, like, I have all the cosmetic, like, unlocked, because I was like, I like Feral, but I don't really want to grind in Feral. Especially since it's an emulator. I don't want to fucking have to go around the maps and dilly-dally, silly-shally, all that shit. I don't want to have to gather 1,000,001 plants to get all the dye and like 1,000,001 other things like to make the actual item I want to make. Yeah, if anyone played Feral when it was like still out, or Fair.all as it would be called, like it's being emulated. Oh yeah, that game is gorgeous. I love the low polygon art style that fucking game has. It's amazing.
My friends were over.
That's why I love games like the First Tree and Feral and Animal Jam, is because it's the art style that attracts me to it.
It was still in the garage. Now we should take it for a spin. I was only 15, so I kind of fought it for a while. The next thing I knew, we were craning around the mountain path, rocks spitting onto the sides of the cliff, while my dad's cringeworthy bluegrass blared out the speakers. I drove while my friends were in the back of that yellow and purple truck, throwing beer bottles and trash at anything remotely interesting. Felt like I was soaring in the air with borrowed wings. But all good things have endings. A cop outside of Eagle River pulled us over after he saw us send a bottle rocket into someone's yard. What followed was a long night of talking to disappointed adults, feeling smaller than ever.
Yeah, like, that was kind of, like, why I hated the original Fair.all. Not to mention, I learned recently when the creator of the game, I don't remember what his fucking name was, but, he came out recently and made a story saying that Fair.all, or Feral, like, you know that Battle Pass shit that they have? It wasn't supposed to come out. Yeah, like knocking means that it'll start like a video call on Twitch, but I don't have a webcam plugged in, so it doesn't matter. I'm not in my Discord channel right now because I kind of just want to play this game by myself. I don't want anyone else's commentary in it at the moment. Because again, I say, this game is very special to me. And you will all see why by the end of the fucking game. Yeah, it's a new feature on Twitch. Like, I'm not, like, trying to ball bust Ahsoka. It's just... I'm just saying I'm not open to knocks or collabs right now. Not while I'm playing this game. I love you, Ahsoka. You're a good friend. You're a nice person. Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You're fine. Don't need to justify yourself for asking a question, bro. I need to find the butterflies again. I don't remember where they were. I think that they were up here somewhere. Bottle rocket. I am lost again. Is that a pink glow? Yeah, there is a pink glow in the distance. Okay, I know where I'm going now. Daisy. Don't fall. And there's the beat up old truck.
After he drove me home from the police station, I blew up at him, saying how I never wanted to be like him, how I was gonna be someone and leave that hick icebox for good. He just looked forward at the road with tired eyes. I took out that bluegrass tape from the cassette deck and chucked it out the window. In my sage teenage wisdom, I thought I proved the ultimate point. But my dad had a different idea. He slammed the brakes, slowly bowed his head while gripping the steering wheel, and finally looked at me. All he said, like it was a polite request, was, "Make this right." I sat there in silence, fuming, but I eventually got out and combed every square inch of the woods, muttering profanity after profanity. I found it 30 minutes later, near a small waterfall off the road. I went back to the truck, put the wet tape back in, and sure enough it worked. We didn't speak another word to each other the rest of the night.
Wow, I knew you were a crazy teenager, but...
It's hard to believe, isn't it? It surprises me too. It's like I didn't really know who that kid was back then. I bet my dad thought the same thing over and over. It's almost like he was saying, "Make this right," to himself, more than to me.
That dramatic pause always invokes such feeling in me. Gotta gather all the butterflies.
My friends would laugh about that night and talk about how crazy it was. And I laughed along, pretending it didn't bother me. But it did. I imagined my friends growing old in the bush and able to find that thrill in those godforsaken ice fields. It's like those mountains were a literal wall, keeping me from leaving, where all I would have to look forward to are lumber yards and evening beers. I had to climb over. That was my only goal for a long time.
And here's that wall.
If there was some way I could take my love of drawing and turn it into a way of escape, nothing would make me happier. I wanted to create instead of tearing trees down. I wanted to move to the lower 48, not because I hated it there in Alaska. I hated the idea of it. It's like all of that spite inside me had created this monster which followed me around my whole teenage years. I put so much energy into doing what others didn't expect of me. Why did I do that?
There's one fact you're forgetting, though. If you didn't have that fire in you, we probably would have never met.
You're absolutely right. Maybe the destination is all that matters in the end. Then why am I awake? Why am I seeing this fox go on her journey? And why can't I stop thinking about my dad?
Ha ha, Ahsoka, ha ha. Just learn to read the room, buddy. I'm gonna eat a cookie. This is by far one of my favorite areas in the game. It's nice. No, I'm doing that one last.
My dad built a lot of stuff in his free time. If he wasn't watching fly fishing or reading Tom Clancy novels, he was carving something. He made tons of birdhouses. Not that he was into bird watching, but I think he really missed working and adding on to the home. If he couldn't afford the time to build onto our own house, he would have to settle with watching birds move into their little homes. We kept an old mattress in the bed of that ugly yellow truck, so we would drive it deep into the woods and then watch the birds fly into their houses while the sun set. Usually it was accompanied by venison jerky or a cold Coke, but not a lot of talking, which is how we both liked it.
I fucking love this music, man. I need to buy the soundtrack for this game. I really do. If there is one game I will throw all my money at for a soundtrack copy, it's this one. Due to the feelings this game invokes in me, because like I said, it's similar to that Dragon Cancer. It really deserves as much praise and love that people can give to it, and that's why I'm happy to be playing this game on stream, is because honestly, it is an experience that needs to keep going. Like seriously, if you're having mental problems, like, pick up this game. Just get lost in it. You'll thank me later. And if you don't like the game, then, well, you don't like the game, and that's okay. Maybe you'll like that Dragon Cancer a little more than this game.
We were happiest underneath the evergreens. We decided it was time to finally map out the hundreds of acres we lived on, just to pass the time during the summer. He was only free in the evenings, so I would spend the day wasting time on dial-up internet and sketching, and then we would rush into the woods, pen and map in hand, before evening fell. Sometimes the aurora borealis would cast a cold green glow on the mountainside, and we would finish our route underneath a twilight sky. Sometimes I was lonely during those summer days, but there was comfort in the routine.
A lot of teenagers aren't looking for the daily grind, though. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get out, to leave your childhood home. You wanted to progress, to make something of yourself.
Yeah, you're right. That house. I'm sure it's the same as how I left it. Then why does it feel so different?
I doubt you're the only adult to have looked back and asked that question.
Oh, the music is so good. Oh, I'm gushing right now. I love this music. This music just perfectly accentuates every line of dialogue, even if I don't really catch it on time, because it loops. You always get to hear some sweet accentuation. Like, just makes you hang on the words the characters are saying. It genuinely does. When I'm done playing this, I'm probably gonna go watch Jacksepticeye play that Dragon Cancer. I need to experience emotions. I know I said I'd play with Yusoka, but honestly, I'm in a mood. I've gotten sucked in. Need to find more shiny rocks. Knew I was missing something. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is a spiral maze. It's been a while since I've played this game. Should be a memory in here somewhere. Unless the memory's outside, I don't remember. Come on, little Foxy, move those leggies. I'm not gonna get tricked because I know I already went there. This forest is huge. I don't see any memories in the distance, so I guess it's time to go this way.
Even at my most distant, at the times when I detested him the most, he kept reaching out. For a year straight, he asked me every week when we were going camping. I I thought he was just dense. Eventually, to shut him up, I agreed. We carried out the worn lawn chairs from the garage and set up a cinder block campfire at the site we'd always used behind the house. We walked down the mountain path, talking in the warm sunshine we only got a couple months of the year. Those 3 obsidian rocks shimmered alongside the shore, almost like sparklers pressed against a dark window. I'll never forget that wet stone on my feet, or how those massive mountains looked even bigger in the lake's reflection. I felt small, but grateful. As the sun set, my dad found something I hadn't seen for a long time. The tree where I'd made my first carving when I was 6. I hadn't even carved it. My dad had helped me, but I still called it my tree. Something about seeing my name there made me open up, and we talked about everything that night in that old camouflage tent. I told him how much I loved sketching and design, and how it would be a dream to study architecture in Seattle. I told him how I didn't get along with my friends much anymore, but that I didn't mind being alone. He told me he was there for me, and he joked that if all he had to do was write my name on a tree to finally get me to talk, he would have left me carved logs with novels on them in front of my room every morning. I don't know why it took me that long to realize it, but it was then I knew how much he had sacrificed for me.
Yeah, not gonna let me cheat, so I have to go back. Hello, Gecko. Woo! 5 months, 6 days, and 23 hours. Shee! Yeah. Where is the last memory? I need to find it. There it is, I think. Up-a-up-a-up-a-up. It's the bouncing star. That's what I needed. Ah, fuck. Yeah, you little bugger. Ugh. Ugh. The forest is changing. For better or for worse. These much larger map sections always eat up the time. Ugh, I'm getting eepy. Beacon of light over there finally fucked off.
The perpetrator stood nearby, unfazed, like nothing was wrong. My dad is dead, and he's never coming back, Rachel. I can tell you these stories, but I can never reminisce with him again. He can never hold a grandchild that we'll probably never be able to have. I can never talk to him again, and I'll never be able to say I'm sorry for everything.
I remember when I played this game, I was so determined. I did not care. I wanted to catch this wolf. I felt like I was right behind her the whole time. Ugh. I'm not crying, I'm not crying. Someone just left a bowl of onions near me.
I need to go to bed. I just can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
And the part that makes me love the game the most starts now. This is the scene or the part of the game that makes this game so special to me. Maybe.
You can't go to sleep feeling like this. I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like?
I don't want to rush it.
You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital, so I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself. I think we both have always loved animals, and for me that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed-out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared?
No, it's Joseph's wife. This is a dream that Joseph is having.
I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every way, except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you.
God damn it. No, he's dreaming of a fox. He isn't the fox. He's dreaming of a fox going on a journey. A journey to find her pups.
And at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words. summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling, the wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly, and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you.
It also really didn't help that I played this game right when the actor of Professor Snape died.
And you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years. We'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns in this, but it always leads to the same thing.
And what's that?
Family.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
Yeah, that's kind of the reason why this game fucked me up so bad. Like, a very small part of it, but like, I played this game for the first time when I was in a really, really bad place, and I was mourning the loss of my own dad. But it was also when I was mourning, like, you know, the actor Professor Snape, and when all of the fucking, like, always, like, fan art was coming out, because apparently Professor Snape's Patronus, and then, don't get me wrong, I fucking hate J.K. Rowling, I'm just saying this for context reasons, was a deer. A doe, specifically. And something that represented, like, Professor Snape's love for Harry Potter's mom when they were fucking kids or some stupid shit like that. But I was mourning the loss of two humans in this world when I played this game for the very first time. And this game helped me feel better. It helped me cope. Helped me cope with the loss of my dad, the loss of other people in my life, and it helped me cope with pretty much the loss of myself, almost losing the battle. Loss is a hell of a drug, people. And I'm playing this game because some sexy anime characters fucking died that I got attached to. It's whoop-de-fucking-do. But the thing is, I'm not only playing this game because I watched Alien Stage. Like, and felt really upset after watching it. I'm also playing this game because I've kind of just need some healing. I've been in a bad spot in my life. And this game just kind of helps me realize that life just keeps on going. And that's okay. But that's why I love the first tree. This game is the stages of grief in game format. It literally is. It is the stages of grief as a game. And I think pretty much anyone can put themselves in Joseph's shoes. Whether they lost a father, a mother, a friend. For whatever reason, this game has a healing power to it that I have not seen from any other game other than that Dragon Cancer. I have played this game. I think this is my 4th time playing it. So there has been 4 moments where this game has helped me cope with some things that, like, honestly are really hard to cope with.
Fox knew her last cub would be waiting for her at the first tree. She was almost there. The rain cascaded onto the Jade Valley where the entrance to the tree was. Life was protected there, because that's where life began. It was now only a mother and a daughter left. Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination and destiny.
It's okay, Soka. We're all experiencing this Fox's journey together, aren't we? That's why I can never bring myself to uninstall this game.
At the end of high school, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. Drive. I looked into the best architecture schools on the West Coast, then got a dose of reality when looking at other students' portfolios and the high cost of tuition. I still wanted to be something, to be the next Alvaro Siza, and to make those thousands of sketches worth something in my grand history. Now even an internship sounded impossible. Siza helped me understand how essential emotion is in architecture, and he also said light is the real composer of space. I like to think that these glints of light, like not finding a job, or even a strange dream about a fox, are something I should be thankful for, even if the illuminated space is something I'm less than comfortable with.
And as you can very clearly tell from what he just said, light is the composer of space. There's no light here. There's barely anything left. The Jade Valley is not a Jade Valley anymore. It's a gray valley. You could barely hear him. Well, he said, like, if you did, well, there's subtitles for that reason, but pretty much, he said he wished he could be the next Alex Caesar, and the Alex Caesar once said that, light is the real composer of space, and if you notice, the entire Jade Valley is not bright like the previous forest we have visited. This is supposed to be the valley leading up to the Tree of Life, and this valley is just absolutely devoid of life. There is even barely any motes of light around here. Nothing but an empty, crashed, abandoned EMT truck. Wonder what that could mean, chat. Construction car.
Was that the last time you talked to him?
No, I called on holidays, and he would call on my birthday. I guess he acted like nothing ever happened, which was stupid. He didn't want to ask about his lumberyard, and I'm sure he didn't want to ask about my job search. I never went back and visited. I think the last conversation we had was about what movies we had seen and what exactly a best boy is in the credits. I thought he would be here so much longer.
I gotta look when I'm done with this and see how many hours I have in this fucking game. I bet it's a lot. Pretty sure I got all the memories from this area. I'm kind of slightly speed running it right now. Mainly because I'm just getting really tired. Oh, Fursky getting tie-tie. Thank you, Soka. I think this is the way to go, but I don't remember. I didn't play the kibble noise. I don't know why that didn't happen. Okay, I must be going the wrong way. I swear to God, if I missed a memory, I'm going to scream. I did. Thought I already got that one. Guess not. Either or. This will open up the next part of our journey. I ran right by those lumber logs. Why didn't I fucking see it?
My dad was super supportive of my college plans. To a point. Things were okay until this terrible accident happened. I guess a forklift flipped over due to a bad axle and crushed one of the workers there. My dad didn't eat for days, even though he wasn't directly involved. It devastated him. Not only did it hurt the business, but it just freaked him out. He would talk in his sleep, muttering things about firing people and saying sorry. One fateful day he approached me, said that since my school search wasn't going well, I should finally be a man and take over the family business. He said one day he was going to die, and that all of his work, sacrifice, and even that man's life would be wasted in vain. I just lost it. Teenage me just exploded at the thought. I screwed up. I said things I shouldn't have. He was having a crisis, and I pretty much spit in his face.
Hopefully I'm going the right direction. The lack of music is making me tired, like big time. Like I'm full on EP right now. Oops, I think I broke the map. Game, this is what you get for not giving me any guidance. Ah! Went the wrong fucking way, that's what I did. There's the tree right there. Don't worry, chat. We just had a little bit of an adventure. Let me in. Let me in. Go, little Foxy Floof. Go. Run, run, run. Go before my fucking thumb gives out. Also, when Omega's next day off hits, we'll be playing some Yakuza 0. Oh, fuck, it was a turn that I missed. Ooh! Here it is, chat.
In the distance, the first tree illuminated the wasteland. She couldn't go home anymore. She did the only thing she was capable of. Moving forward. My dad died along in the middle of the wilderness. I should have been talking to him more. I should have done a lot of things differently.
If the first tree on Earth brought life with it, if it taught the birds to sing and fly and showed saplings how to grow, what could it do for us?
Fucking God rays are making me go blind. You wanna know the funny thing is, chat? I had my mom paint a rock of the cover art of this game.
There was a letter I received yesterday from a name I didn't recognize, with a quote I can't stop thinking about. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. More and more, I'm realizing one important truth. Each of us have our own journey to the first tree. Sometimes I'm not sure I'm ready to take that first step.
You already have my love.
guess your journey was over. But I have no idea. It was only a dream. A distraction from tomorrow.
I don't think dreams normally bring back to memory so many important feelings. Maybe it was just a dream, but it was also a gift.
Yeah, I suppose. But tomorrow we're getting on a plane to the last place on Earth I want to be. The only person that would have made the trip worth it is gone.
You're going to see him and be with him one last time before you say goodbye. I have one last quote for you by Emerson, sealed in an imaginary letter from me to you. It is the secret of the world that all things subsist and do not die, but only retire a little from sight and afterward return again. Go to sleep, my love. We have a big day tomorrow, but I'll be there with you every step of the way.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Good night, Rachel.
Good night, Joseph.
Words cannot describe how angry that comment made me, Soko. Just fuck you. Looking at this room at the end of the game, fuck you. I felt like I was right behind her the whole time. Ugh! Just play the game, Soka. Please, for the love of God, don't ruin this for me. It's on Steam.
What is this?
Fuck. I think that was the message I fucking left on the tree the first time I played the fucking game. Damn it. Oh. Ah. The game remembers. I'm sorry I'm sitting in silence here with my hands, with my fucking mouth in my hands. It was the message I wrote on the first tree during my first playthrough was, I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you. I loved you all. Honestly thought the fucking message on the tree was just like what the dev put in, but no, the fucking game remembers. Because I didn't collect the stars when I played the game. I just played the game. I didn't treat it as a collectathon the first time I played it. Now my heart is breaking for a second time because the game remembers. No. Because I left a mean message on the tree this time around. But yeah, depending on what you write on the tree, you can submit it to a database, but I got pissed when you made the baby joke, and I just silently played through the rest of the game. But yeah, I have a rock on my desk that I'll post in the Discord that my mom painted me of, like, this section. Pretty much the cover art of the game. Because, like, whereas Joseph's dad did wood carving, my mom, who I have more sentimental feelings for, paints rocks. So I have the cover art of the first tree painted by her and covered in, like, protective resin by her. It's her own artwork of the first tree. But yeah, guys, that was the first tree. And yeah, Soka, it'll make a whole lot more sense if you play it and not come in late. But I'm gonna go get some water, put some flavor in it, and I'm gonna take a nap.